Hi folks, we are back.
Friday.
We are back on Friday, and I'm pretty excited because we've now got all the parts cut, fit, and built for our saddle.
Yep.
So we're in the process, we're gonna be in the process of doing the finish work on it.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can all see this, but I have taped off this beautiful Cayman inlaid seat.
Yep.
Because I don't want to get anything on it.
You mean you didn't dye it green?
I didn't dye it green.
Oh, okay.
No, that's green painter's tape. And I've dyed all my background. I've dyed all my edges. And if I would have had the forethought, I would have dyed the edges on this inlaid seat before I ever did it, but I didn't have the forethought, so it's not going to get dyed because I'm afraid. I'm deathly afraid that I will get some on that Cayman. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is oil all these parts, and I'm going to start with the saddle itself. So,
Glove up.
I'm going to glove up. And I'm just going to use Neat's foot oil to do this. Let me see here. I'm going to move some stuff out of my way and get my oil can up here. And I'm just going to use a piece of sheepskin to do this with. Start up here on the horn. This is exciting, you guys, this part. Because you get to see what the thing's actually going to look like.
Seen it all come to fruition.
Oh, and another thing I did while you guys weren't watching was I went over this whole thing with oxalic acid and just cleaned it a little bit. And I'm sorry you didn't get to watch, but you would have been bored anyway. So.
Just pretend that this is oxalic acid that he's putting on right now. It's basically the same thing.
And let's pretend that I'm going to turn this thing upside down and oil this the bottom of this strainer plate, because I didn't do that yet.
We don't even have to pretend. We can just do it.
Let's just do it. I'm just gonna kind of give the bars of this saddle just a little light oil. It's rawhide and it really doesn't take any oil, but I want to have some on it because it will kind of seep in. And those bars will never see daylight again until someone takes this apart, if they take it apart. Okay, now we're back on top. After I get the whole thing oiled, then I'm going to use some paste saddle soap and go over all my edges again. I've already burnished them, but when you dye them and oil them and mess around with them like we're doing, sometimes they'll fuzz back up a little bit, and we want them just as slick as we can get them. I'm trying not to just saturate this with oil, but I want to get everything oiled good at least once.
Yeah, you gotta put it in. Slop going right there.
Yeah, I already did that.
It was just a little bit juicy right there, so I was just having
Oh.
to wipe off a little bit of excess. you
Well,
had.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help.
All right. Okay, now I kind of want to be careful here. Not to get anything really slopped. I don't want it to bleed off onto that Cayman.
Chevy liked the shot I gave him.
Oh, did he?
Uh-huh.
Of his coffee cup?
You got your new pencil holder.
Yep. I've always had it up there, Chevy, but I decided I would display it prominently.
Put it to good use.
Yeah. Are you still in Alaska?
Have you made it back to Nebraska?
To Nebraska from Alaska. And I'm looking for any light spots. All right.
Does it have a sit and soak time?
Well, yeah, until I get done with the rest of it. Next part I'm gonna do will be the skirts. This part up here under the bars of the saddle, you want to make sure and get it oiled good, because this is possibly the last time in this saddle's life it will ever see oil. Now I'm not going to oil the bottom side of this stuff because this oil will leach through, and especially on a single ply leather, if you oil the front and back, it'll get really, really dark. And I don't want that to happen.
Speaking from experience?
Yes. Speaking from experience. But I am going to get my edges, make sure that's done. Okay, and this is the hardest part, these fenders and stirrup leathers, because we've already got them shaped, and you kind of got to wrestle them. The outside part is simple. stirrup leathers I am going to oil front and back. I want them really lubricated. Because this part of the saddle right here will get more wear and strain than any other part.
Yep, there is a hamburger pocket on this end. Well, it's on the other end.
On the other end, yeah. That's where we keep the hamburgers, on the other end.
Yeah. It's down there. That's what the Blevins buckle is stuck in.
Yeah, the hamburger pocket. I love that term.
It's gonna be great. We just cemented ourselves in history.
Yeah. You did. Alright. Got that hard part done. The back of these fenders, when I come back and saddle soak my edges, I'm going to saddle soak the back of the fenders good too. That'll kind of slick down the nap of that rough out.
Yeah, so you did both sides of your stirrup, but you didn't oil the back side of that fender.
Right.
It'll make it dark.
Right. I'm going to set these over here, kind of out of the way.
Drinking up a lot.
Yep. Yeah, this raw leather will take a lot of oil, especially the rough side. I mean, it just really sucks it up. The bottom of this is lined with latigo, so I'm not going to oil it. You don't want to oil latigo. The reason, you can saddle soap all you want because it'll make it softer and more supple. But when you oil latigo, it makes it stretchy. And I don't know if any of you have ever had any experience with this, but you get a brand new latigo and you oil it up good, and it's 6 feet long to start with, and it turns out to be 8.5 feet long and about 3/4 of an inch wide.
Yeah, and if it's on the horse and it stretches out, your saddle slips and falls on the ground,
Yeah,
you're more likely on the ground.
yeah. Latigo is tanned with lots of tallow and waxes and stuff in it, so it doesn't really need any oil, but if it gets dried out and everything, just saddle soap is good. Right here on this end, I'm gonna put a little oil because that's visible leather, visible vegetable tan leather.
You gonna get your daughter and do inside them little holes? No?
Nah, I'm not.
Because you'll probably get the other side of it and
Yeah.
make those things dark.
Yeah.
I think Isabella just used.
Alright. Now these are the stirrup treads. I've already had them on the stirrups and shaped them and everything, so I just took them back off so we can oil them and put the antique on them. Make things a little simpler.
We have a watcher. His screen name is Latigo. He says he doesn't like to be oiled either.
You don't like that oil deal? Okay, now let's do the stirrups. You guys didn't watch me build these stirrups. I built them off camera, but I guess someday we can do a separate video on, huh?
Liz says she's gonna make you do that.
Yeah, we'll do a separate video on building stirrups. And I guess flank set, because I didn't show that. But I'm figuring if you can build the rest of the saddle, you can sure do this kind of stuff. We were gonna take those other fenders that I built and didn't want to put them on this saddle. We were gonna build a stirrup clock out of them.
Yeah.
So I can show you how to cover a stirrup when we do that.
We're doing a stirrup clock, or we're doing a light? Fender
Oh, a light.
I don't know, what are we doing?
A light, but it'll have a stirrup on it.
We could do a light with a clock.
Yeah.
Clock light.
Clock light. We can just do everything all at once.
Perfect.
All right. Now, all these little parts here, little rosettes, and the rig catchers. I want to give all of them a coat of oil, and the stirrup leather hobbles, of course. I'll do them first. This is the flank billet carrier here. It goes on the off side of the saddle in front. This is the front latigo catcher. Goes on the near side in the front. It'll also have a D-ring. That look, this little tab here, there's going to be a D-ring there for the breast collar ring. Hi, Allie. Miss Allie's here and joined us.
Make sure that we're both doing the job we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna do a breast collar set with this?
I hadn't planned on it. It might happen. We might need it to do a video on at some point.
Sure, we always need content.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Did you want to do the front part of that one?
I guess I probably ought to, huh?
Yeah, it'd look different if you didn't. I caught him, Allie. He tried to skip out on oiling it, but I caught him.
You're my spotter. All right, I'm gonna set these foot oil up there. Take these gloves off. Kind of wipe my table off a little bit because I don't want a bunch of oil standing on there. All right. Now, I'm going to go back and saddle soap all these edges. I like to go back over these edges after I've oiled everything, because you can use the paste saddle soap and a piece of sheepskin, and it really makes them slick down again good. Use black dye on the edges, you can see it coming back off. It's another reason to rub them down good, gets a lot of that excess dye off.
You about lost your other skirt.
You
About lost your other skirt.
Yeah. I don't want to lose my skirt. It's a bad deal. Because I want it to, if you paint it, it's just a surface coat.
Yeah.
This dye will actually penetrate and strike part way through. It
Then
will
when
last
the edge
better.
paint
Plus, it's not plastic looking.
When your edge paint comes off, it's just off.
Yes.
If you nick the dye, at least it's still got a hope of it
Yes.
being there.
Plus, what could be blacker than just black dye?
Black leather.
Black. It's no black. That's how they made leather black.
I think it's a fair question though.
What's that?
Black paint or black dye?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's
You know,
a
most people
fair
are
question.
making
You can
black-
use whatever you want, but I sure would rather dye it as to paint it.
Yeah.
Set this on here. Just to be kind of out of the way. Did this next, didn't I?
Alex to the retail board, please. Alex to the retail board, please.
Makes a pretty nice edge, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I do after I get all these edges saddle soaped, I'm going to start putting my resist on. And I'm going to use the spray on resist. I like it because I don't have to touch the leather, and it gets in all the little nooks and crannies pretty well. A lot of people use a wipe on, and I used to, and it works well too. But I've just discovered that I like the spray on better.
I like you to do it down there better.
Okay. Now when I antique this stuff, it's going to color those stitches a bit. I'm not too concerned about that. A lot of people are concerned. You can antique before you put stuff together if you want to, but if you antique it and put a finish on it, then that prevents it from taking any water and doing any shaping that you're wanting to do. So I do it very last. So Allie, how'd the halters work out for your horses?
Good.
Good? They fit all of them all right? You can only lead 2 of them at a time now though, right? No?
Only 2, the rest will just follow.
Well, yeah, the rest probably, they're herd animals. Okay. Now I'm gonna set,
That one you already saturated up. There you go. That would have been wasteful.
very, very wasteful. I'll Okay. Now we'll take a break and let stuff set for a couple of minutes here.
Okay, so we got her all oiled up.
Oiled, and I got the edges slicked back down. And now we're gonna put the resist on, and I'm using this Masters Quick Shine as a resist.
Yeah.
You can use a wipe-on resist if you want. It's a matter of personal choice.
You can spray on RTC if you want.
Yeah. That's not gonna work, Tony.
They're blowing it up.
Sorry.
That's okay. It blew it all away. It couldn't even blow it
Yeah.
out. Just got your handy dandy handle on there.
Yeah, when you do a lot of spraying, these things are pretty nice. Don't let me forget to turn this dude upside down and get underneath.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do that after this dries. I spray quite a bit of this stuff on because I want it to definitely resist. I don't want any splotchy parts, and it can happen anyway. Okay, I've got that done. I think. I hope. What's that?
We had a question. When it was time to oil the saddle again, with the quick shine being in the way, and I said the quick shine probably wouldn't be there anymore by the time you needed to be oiled again.
A lot of people use a tan coat for a top coat because the oil can penetrate that.
Yeah.
But like you said, by the time they need to be oiled again, the quick shine will probably
It's probably
be
been
dissipated
done
enough
yeah.
where. Because all you're trying to do is set this with the top coat is seal the antiquing in, you know. And by the time it needs to be oiled again, the antiquing it will be set good.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it's not a. You aren't putting this on to create a shine. You're putting it on as a sealer and a resist. Maybe point it that way a little bit. It won't be blowing it away quite so bad, and still it'll blow it back there too. This does make this fairly shiny, but when I go over it with the antiquing, that'll knock that shine
That'll
off.
calm it down, and then you'll saddle soak it, and that'll calm it down.
Exactly. Rusty,
You don't want to be too far downwind of that, dude.
you coming over to change your attitude for the day? Because it will.
Got that. Boy, that sure changed that and made that rich looking on that saddle, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when I was looking at you were dyeing and coloring your backgrounding yesterday, or whatever day it was.
Yeah.
Boy, you know, you said, boy, it looks rough, but boy, when you see it when it's been oiled and
Yeah, wait till I put the
Highlight,
antique
or I
on it.
was
I'm
gonna say,
hoping it'll even turn it better yet. So,
what color did you put on? Is it just oil or is it?
yeah, that just needs foot oil right now.
Gotta love Hermano.
I do. It turns the prettiest color of any leather there is, I think.
That's something we need to look for to carry is that pistol grip.
Yeah, boy, it definitely makes
Oh.
a difference when you're doing something like this.
I've got one I use at home on occasion.
What will we call it? A rattle can?
Yeah, right.
Then we'll need to make a holster for it. Pistol grip.
Now you're getting into the spirit of things.
We can do that.
I mean, if you can have a holster for your hot sauce, you got to be able to.
You're rattle can handle.
Just a rattle can holder. Yeah, that's enough of that.
All right,
All right,
quick
folks.
shined up and aired out. Time to glove up again.
I believe everything is dried enough where I can get to it. That's another thing about this quick shine. It dries pretty quickly, especially if you got a fan blowing on it.
Right. Something about that name, Quick.
Quick shine, yes. Okay, we're gonna start on the bottom. That's a good place to start too.
Okay.
And I'm using this Phoebing's Vintage Gel antiquing in a medium brown. When you antique, the main thing is to get it in all your cuts and tool marks, because you've already resisted it, so it's really not going to color the leather to very much of an extent. But you do want to get it down in those tool marks, because when you wipe the excess off, it stays in there, and that's what gives you that antique look. And you guys, a lot of you are saying, well, I knew that. Well, I'm just telling you. Just telling you. And if you've resisted this really well, you really don't need to let this stuff sit very long at all, because you aren't, like I said, it's not going to penetrate the pores of the leather. So now I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm wiping this off, wiping the excess off. You don't want to scrub this, because you aren't trying to get it out of those tool marks. You're just trying to get that excess wetness off of the top. Just wipe until your rag, or you can use sheepskin if you want to, but sheepskin does kind of remove a lot of the stuff that I want to keep in there. So I might use it at the very end to get rid of some puddles that are left, but I'll use a paper towel and just wipe it. When your paper towel gets dirty, get a clean spot on it, or a new piece of paper towel. All right, let's turn this dude back over. Start on the top. I think I'm gonna take a piece of string and tie this seat back until I get the fork cover done.
That means they will get all his hairs cut.
Every one of them?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, here we go. And I always tell everybody, if you want to be frugal, don't make the antique paste or gel what you're being frugal with. Use plenty. You want to make sure to get it in every little nook and cranny. Now see all this light colored stuff?
Yep.
That's what I want to get rid of, definitely. Some of these parts, like the fork cover, is going to be really dark because it's been out in it's been done longer. It's had more of an aging process than a lot of this other stuff. But over a period of time, it will all fade into about the same color.
You got anything else? Sign?
Well, I'm going to do the back. And I can just, when I get ready to do this other side, I'll just turn the saddle around if that's all right.
That would be just peachy. That's what I was about ready to do. Chevy said his saddle was looking pretty.
Who said?
Chevy.
All right, Chevy. You're gonna see it next year in Sheridan, I hope.
That's when he's gonna pick it up and take it home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need to do this good for you, don't we?
You trying to get more of it, yeah?
I guess.
Sorry for the wobbling there.
All right, folks. The body of the saddle is antiqued. Let's do the skirt. I take it to mean that's where you wanted me to be.
I mean, that'll be alright. Kind of a back and forth kind of game.
Yeah, it is. And I'm sorry about that, but I'm a wrestler.
You're doing the other part of this, holding this tripod above your head. You didn't even notice, did you?
No, I didn't. I was intent.
Chevy said, bless you. All 3 times.
The camera is, or the microphone is picking up well, isn't it?
I can't really hold those in.
Yeah. That's why when it gets any sort of loudness, I get agitated.
You guys notice I'm using a lot of paper towels here. I have a big stack of them I got ready for it. Okay. How's that?
Perfect. You're doing great. Clean that blob spot off the back of that.
What's that?
Off the back of that.
What
That
about
big
it?
old blob of
Oh.
stuff. Clean that off the back of the piece.
I got it on the back of the seat.
Pull that thing out of there. Flip her over. There you go. Right here.
Right there.
Oh, now you got it on. Now you got it on your fingers. Now wipe the back of that off.
Yes, sir.
Your string holes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to help, Denny.
You're doing well too. I couldn't do it without you.
I didn't want you to mess up Chevy's saddle now.
Yeah. Chevy, you owe Tony big time.
Forever indebted.
Just a little bit of sheepskin. I had some puddles here in these little fluttered petals. That's all I wanted to get off. Drawing down to the wire here, you guys.
Yep, we'll have the saddle here in the shop whenever it's finished, for people to come by and see.
Say what?
We'll keep the saddle here in the shop for
Oh,
people to
yeah.
come by and see.
Yeah. It will be here.
Just ask for a tour. That's why Denny said he didn't have his church going clothes on. Today was messy day.
Yep. Dirty day. Okay, we're antiqued, folks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let all this antique dry. Maybe late this afternoon or tomorrow morning, I will put the top coat on. You guys don't necessarily need to watch that. It's the same as just spraying the resist on, so. But next Wednesday, we're gonna start to buckle this dude up.
So we may have, what, 3 more sessions?
Yeah, Wednesday and Friday, maybe by Friday we can have it done, but I don't know, maybe Wednesday we'll have it done. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Then we gotta figure out the next project.
We will, between now and then, we will.
All right. Well, that's that.
See you guys Friday.
But not if we see you first.